Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of very interesting bodybuilding physique updates. So the first one is Derek Lunsford in his off-season. I don't know if this is his health phase or is he trying to make progress already, but the main thing I'm noticing here is the improvement in leg fullness. Now, that's the thing with Derek, that's his biggest issue on stage. Basically, his legs tend to look really good, much better in the off-season compared to when he steps on stage. I don't know, why is that? Is he simply holding a lot of water in his legs and they're looking fuller in the off-season? Or is he just, struggling to get in condition and he has to do a lot of cardio and he loses the legs in the process? I don't know, but like right here, his legs do not look worse than his upper body. There is no asymmetry the way it was on the Mr. Olympia stage. So, what he needs to do really is, try and basically double his legs in size in the off-season. Like, kind of look like Tom Platz. And then when he diets down, even if he loses a lot of muscle in the legs, it will still look good enough. So that's basically the only thing that Derek needs to do in the off-season if he wants to regain his Mr. Olympia title next year. And of course, he needs to get in better condition. But I think the reason why he wasn't in better condition on the Mr. Olympia stage was simply because if he pushed it down even more, he would lose even more leg size, and who knows what he would look like then. Maybe he would even place lower than he did. Another thing he could do is maybe lay off his upper body training a little bit. I mean, at this point, I don't think he's gonna lose a lot of size in the upper body if he trains it a little bit less. And if he focuses on legs and lets his recovery go mainly to his legs, I'm sure he can make that progress that is very much required of him at this point. One thing is for sure, he doesn't need to train his back almost at all. Like, if I was him, I would maybe do 2 exercises for back weekly, and that's about it. Like, focus on the arms, the chest, the shoulders, as far as the upper body, and definitely hit the legs twice. And just try to grow them as much as possible, and then when he diets down, he can actually afford to lose the fullness, to lose the size in the legs, because they're so big they won't really create an imbalance if he loses like a couple of inches on them during the prep. As far as his look right now, he did gain some body fat, but not a lot. He is looking great. I'm sure he is not gonna get too chubby in the off season. He never really does that. Now there are 2 questions. One of them would be, is he maybe gonna do the Arnold Classic? It's not like him. I mean, he never really competed more than once in a year so far, and he never even did an open show other than Mr. Olympia, right? So if he does the Arnold Classic, maybe it would help him a little. I mean, seeing what Samson is doing so many shows, showing his physique, showing physique updates. I mean, Derek was hiding the entire year. Samson did a show 2 weeks before the Mr. Olympia. He showed us his physique the night before the Mr. Olympia at the press conference. And he did so many shows. Maybe that's what the IFBB wants, to see guys more active. So maybe if Derek did, let's say, Arnold Classic, Pittsburgh Pro, something like that, maybe those IFBB people would look at him differently. I don't know if there is any of that. I do think the judging is fair, but maybe there is a little bit of that, So maybe he's gonna consider it. He also doesn't know if there is that. So maybe he just wants to do it, just in case. But then on the other hand, he needs an off-season to actually improve the legs. So I don't know, I'm thinking he probably won't do the Arnold Classic. The other question is, who is coaching him right now? Is he doing this by himself, since Hani Rambert is retired? Honestly, it doesn't feel like Derek to go alone. I don't know, I mean, I have no idea who could be his new coach. Maybe right now he's just taking it easy, doing a health phase, relaxing a little bit. He does look a little bit softer, so I'm assuming he went off. He's cleaned out, maybe not completely, but he's probably doing some sort of cruise at least, if not TRT. I mean, this is just assumption. He does look a little bit softer. So maybe right now he doesn't have a coach, but I'm sure he's going to get one really soon. Who could it be? We'll see. I honestly don't think Stefan Kinzel is going to accept any more clients. At this point, he has 10 Olympians already. But if somebody like Hadi or Derek, who are the top 3 guys, try to hire him, I don't think he's gonna say no, but I don't know if they want to work with somebody who has 10 other clients. Like on the Mr. Olympia weekend, how much can he actually focus on each one of them? It's definitely gonna be a difficult task. So it's probably gonna be somebody else, somebody less popular or more known. I would like to see Derek working with, for example, Patrick Tour. I think that would be a great choice, but we'll see. As of right now, we have no information. What we got is his physique update. He does look good, the legs do look fuller, but that's always the case in the off-season. We'll see what kind of improvements will he be able to make and whether he can actually regain the Mr. Olympia title or not. Alright, the next thing we got is a new physique update from Vito, in which he does look massive, as usual. And he wrote his plans for the next year, for 2025, and he says his plan is to do the Arnold Classic Brazil, the Pittsburgh Pro, and the New York Pro. And that's gonna be amazing. So we have Vito doing those shows. He's gonna be facing Martin Fitzwater at the Pittsburgh Pro, Michal Krizo at the New York Pro. So 2025 is slowly starting to shape up, and it's getting better and better. He also tagged his coach, Chris Acito, so he's still working with him. I'm also curious, would it be possible for them to invite Vito to the Arnold Classic Ohio? I mean, he never won a pro show, but he was sort of close last year at a Detroit Pro and also the Arnold Classic Brazil. I mean, he was close to Martin Fitzwater, really close at a Detroit Pro. And you guys know that Martin later on placed 4th in the Mr. Olympia. Yeah, sure, Martin improved, but not like by 50%. He improved maybe like 15%, something like that. And I'm sure Vito will be improved as well next year. So that kind of means that Vito is also one of the top guys in the world right now. I mean, we'll see how well will he do this year. Will he manage to qualify for the Mr. Olympia? I mean, right now he's doing really tough shows, but like the Arnold Classic Brazil, I don't know who's gonna do it. At least we know Rafael Brandao is qualified, so he probably won't do it. Vito lives in Brazil. He has Brazilian sponsors, so unless somebody really good shows up, he has a good chance of winning that show and qualifying for the Mr. Olympia that way. Who knows? Maybe he will even win the Pittsburgh Pro and the New York Pro. I mean, I don't know how much progress can Vito actually make, but he definitely does have a lot of potential. This next weekend, on the Sunday, we're gonna have the last IFBB Pro show of the year, and the list is out. We have a lot of like known guys. One of them is Horse MD. Is he the favorite to win that show? No, I would say it's Akim Williams because Akim already beat Horse MD at Romania Pro. But Horse MD did improve a lot for the Prague Pro. If you ask me, he actually looked amazing. I mean, he was big, he was massive, he was round, and his conditioning was significantly improved, but it just wasn't good enough. Steve Weinberger said this as well. He said that if Horse MD was a little bit tighter, he would have placed higher. I think he definitely would. I think he would have placed like 4th. I don't know if I can see him beating Sean Clarida, but like 4th most likely. And against Chris Bumstead, like you can see, he was fuller, he was bigger, but you know, the conditioning, the details, it just wasn't there. But it was significantly better than Romania Pro. So he might be one of those bodybuilders who just keep improving show after show. So if he was better at Prague Pro than at Romania Pro, how much better will he be at Spain Pro this weekend? I'm expecting him to be even more improved. Does he stand a chance against Akim Williams? I think he does. I think it's very possible. I mean, I know Akim is amazing, but he has that glaring weakness, that back double bicep. So if Horse MD is just sharp enough, I think he can beat Akim, because Rafael kind of beat Akim on the same basis. Like, Akim is a monster from the front, from the side. Like, he was so much bigger than Rafa, but he lost that back double bicep by everybody in the show, basically. So maybe Horse MD can pull it off as well. This is him right now. He looks in decent conditioning, but he's 1 week out, so we will see how conditioned he will actually be once he steps on stage, once he completes the peak week. This is probably the worst time to check his conditioning. But at this point, it actually looks pretty promising. Like, it seems like his skin looks thinner than ever, than usual. Like, it seems like he is working on it. It seems like he is motivated and he's gonna push this thing through and potentially bring his absolute best package so far. again, the chances of beating Akim and winning this show are not very high. And again, the lineup is very deep. Not too many top name guys other than Akim Williams, but like we got Louis Breed, the guy from UK. Mark Hector is making a comeback as well. Matthias Holweg, the guy that took fourth at a Prague Pro. Horse MD, Amir Omeragic is doing it, and Amir actually managed to beat Horse MD at Romania Pro, but I think if Horse MD is improved, he will beat Amir because of the legs. Andrea Presti is competing as well. He was significantly off at the Prague Pro, so he might also, improve his conditioning. If he's peeled, then also he is a very dangerous bodybuilder. Akim Williams, probably the favorite here. Christian Wolski is doing it as well, so winning this show is going to be extremely difficult, but even if Horse MD places second, it's still a huge success. But I don't know, again, Amir can play second, Andrea Presti can play second, Wolski can play second for sure, Matthias Holweg, Mark Hector, who knows what he will look like. He's also a very good bodybuilder, so a very, very deep lineup, anything is possible, honestly, but I would predict Akim and Horse MD in that top two. But again, you never know, anything is possible. Amir and Matthias Holweg managed to beat Horse MD at Prague Pro, so they are, I guess, more likely to place higher, but not the way I see it. Whatever you guys think, however you see it, tell me down below in the comment section. Whatever your thoughts are about this video, tell me down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. For more content like this about bodybuilding, subscribe to my channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. All the best and bye-bye.